A warm welcome to everyone. Welcome back to our Irrigation and Water Resources Engineering class. Today we are going to study duty, delta, base period of crops along with consumptive use of crops. These terms are extremely important because they appear frequently in university exams. These are the base numerical for problems. They are used in real irrigation project design. If you understand today's lecture clearly, irrigation calculations will become very easy for you. So let's recall, before listening to new terms, let's recall one of the basic fact. Plant need water continuously throughout the growth period for germination, root development, photosynthesis and yield formation. If water is supplied less than the required, crops will wilt. If water is supplied more than required, water is wasted and soil quality reduces. So irrigation engineering focuses on the supplying of right amount of water at the right time. So let's recall the need and classification of irrigation, merits and demerits of irrigation, types of crops, crop seasons, what we have learnt in previous sessions. Need is to assure crop production, improved farm productivity, seasonal and spatial rainfall variation. And the merits are increase in crop yield, soil improvement, reliable agricultural output. And the various crop seasons are Kharif crop, Rabi and Zaid. Kharif grows in monsoon, Rabi grows in winter, and Zaid grows between Kharif and Rabi. And the types of crops we have learnt are food crops, rice, wheat and maize, cash crops, cotton, sugarcane and jute, and horticultural crops, fruits, vegetables and flowers. This topic which I have learnt in previous sessions. And in today's topics we are going to learn about duty, delta, base period and consumptive use of crops. In irrigation engineering, we always deal with limited water resources. So the engineers must answer three important questions. How much land can be irrigated with available water? How much depth of water does a crop require? For how long should irrigation to be supplied? So these answers to these questions are given by the following terms: duty, delta and base period. So these irrigation concepts form the foundation of irrigation systems. So for the above topic, as like previous video, we are going to adopt design thinking approach. To understand the irrigation problems effectively, we apply the design thinking approach. This approach ensures that irrigation systems are farmer friendly, water efficient, cost effective and sustainable. Let's understand each stage in detail. In empathy stage, the engineers visit agricultural field and interact with the farmers. They observe the real life problems such as water scarcity, uneven irrigation, crop stress, high electricity cost for pumping water. They also study the crop type, soil type, climatic condition and existing irrigation practice. This stage helps engineers to understand actual crop water needs during the base period. The next stage of design thinking is define. In define stage, all collected information is analyzed scientifically. Engineers are used to calculate the duty, that is the area irrigated per unit discharge. Next is delta, the total depth of water required, and the base period, total duration of irrigation, and also the consumptive use of crops, that is the actual water used by the crop. The problems such as over irrigation, low efficiency and water wastage are clearly identified and a precise problem statement is formed. Next stage is ideate stage. In this stage, engineers generate the possible solution. Some smart irrigation solutions include improving irrigation scheduling, use of drip and sprinkler irrigation system, adopting water saving crop patterns, using soil moisture sensors. Each solution is evaluated based on how well it improves the duty, controls delta, matches base period and reduces the water wastage. And the next stage is prototype. In this prototype stage, Selected ideas are tested on a small scale, in which engineers install irrigation systems, monitor soil moisture, observe plant response, and measure actual water supply. This stage checks whether the theoretical calculations match the field reality. And the final stage of design thinking is testing and validation. In the final stage, the irrigation system are tested for a complete crop cycle. The performance is evaluated based on crop yield, water saving, cost effectiveness, and farmer satisfaction. Successful irrigation methods are then implemented on a larger scale. Now let us clearly define the fundamental terms. Duty is the land area irrigated per unit discharge of water, and delta is the total depth of water required by the crop during the entire growth period, and the base period is the time between the first and last irrigation of the crop. These terms are interrelated and cannot be studied separately. The factors affecting duty of the crop are soil type and permeability, crop water requirement, climatic condition, irrigation method used, canal condition and maintenance. Next topic is consumptive use and evapotranspiration. Consumptive use is the actual water consumed by crops, which includes transpiration through plant leaves, evaporation from soil surface. Together it is called evapotranspiration. Irrigation water must replace this loss to maintain healthy crop growth. The importance of consumptive use are: it determines the water requirement, it helps avoid over irrigation, it improves irrigation efficiency. Also, effective rainfall reduces the irrigation water needed. To summarize today's lecture, duty shows how effectively the water is used, delta shows how total water depth is required for the plant growth, and base period shows the irrigation duration, whereas consumptive use shows actual water loss during the entire period of irrigation. So let's take a quick assessment. Let's check our understanding. Duty represents either depth of water, area irrigated unit discharge, time of irrigation and crop yield, where delta refers to whether it is a total depth needed by a crop, rainfall amount, area irrigated or crop duration. Take few minutes for answering the question. The answer is, for first question it is area irrigated per unit discharge, and for second delta refers to total water depth required by a crop. So these are the references useful for exam preparation and for deeper understanding of the above concepts. Thank you for listening to this video patiently. Please revise this topic very well and practice the numericals. Thank you once again.